And we are back to the story of OSP. Any Ken Ofori Atta and on the case no through Interpol and some. Am I the Ken Ofori Atta to Interpol red notice also as wanted? And we are finally Interpol Ken Ofori Atta every wanted listening so. Ama Ken Ofori Atta lawyers are clashing with OSP. Say adentina ogu omo client anymore. Bema nchiri mu no achire wadwen ama me. Ewo comment section. Ayi Penyah block media. Meso ase any demo. Over like video, not that my subscribe button, so now click the notification for the latest update. Now better why you them mama comment section. Let's also pass on share for on your be actually. And here on the 12th of February 2025, yan Kevin Shemu. And on the OSP, a kisia jaben office of the special prosecutor or be a press conference. That's all chiremu corruption scandal be a cause so in the previous government. Any the way forward, a hono and way to say Ken Ofori Atta as a former finance minister, were declared wanted and fugitive of the law.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, a few minutes ago, I signed a directive declaring a high-profile person a fugitive from justice. This person is wanted by the OSP to answer charges in respect of several cases, including the following. 1. Contractual arrangements between Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited and the Ghana Revenue Authority for the stated objective of the enhancement of revenue assurance in the downstream petroleum sector, upstream petroleum production, and minerals and metals resources value chain. 2. Termination of a distribution, loss reduction, and associated network improvement project contract between the Electricity Company of Ghana Limited and Beijing Zhaochen Technology BXC. 3. Procurement of contractors and materials and activities and payments in respect of the National Cathedral project. 4. Activities and payments in respect of a contract awarded by the Ministry of Health, initially commenced by the Ministry for Special Development Initiatives to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited for purchases and after-sales service and maintenance of 307 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 305 CDI ambulances for the National Ambulance Service. And 5. Payments out of and utilization of the tax refund account of Ghana Revenue Authority. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the fugitive's name is Kenneth Ofori Atta.
At that time, no, a balance a Ghana for near because Ken Ofori Atta AOB. Ghana for do na ehwesenka obeba Ghana ha no be face trial any ade ko ebim je say we Ghana be say ofi Ghana ha no 2nd January 2025 okra chief of staff Juro Zebra Oyawe Mahama na Oyawe Akufo-Addo nyina Yawe so na Ken Ofori Atta akra say ofi Ghana ha no akwa no yare but okoye chiri no ana OSP ebe declared as wanted and fugitive Emma on the 23rd of February 2025 ko na mu no me who say NDC for no I started editing videos be go viral. I will claim say Ken Ofori Atta aba Ghana ebe face trial just OSP after say o declare wanted no what me extradite no e na ba Ghana ha no mo am I say o the Ken Ofori Atta aba ebe face trial on posted this particular video. Most of the big media outlets, omunina join a trend, posted this particular video. Say, Ken Ofori Atta aba Ghana. Hear them say there, massa. Video jandam. There NDC for omunu no mo and almost serious. And what you anti we when say video no fake, old video and omukofa ebe security. Now and what you know, Anna Ken Ofori Atta and lawyers. I reply to the OSP declaring Ken Ofori Atta wanted and fugitive. I reply to that instance. And which them said there on what grounds do you declare someone as wanted and fugitive? Because here's the case here. On several obia with any letter, say you hear nipa crow. On several any letter bia. On obia bibia. Now out of nowhere, Ube declare be wanted any fugitive. They say you are just abusing power. Please stop it. It in the letter no. Ana Ken Ofori Atta lawyers STT say Ken Ofori Atta no okoye surgery. Oyare okoye surgery. Now here by 1st June, Obeba Ghana, it will about Obankasa, at the office of the Special Prosecutor Honomo, Emma and what you know, OSP say, and we can operate every wanted list anymore. What I say, on the promise, I say, latest by 1st June, Ken Ofori Atta nkasa ebeba Ghana ha no. First na Ghana fo nyina etwen first June no. Na Ghana fo nyina etwen ya yedin etwen say Ofori Atta eba Ghana say obefisi trial. That day no wa ma ene ade chi ye no 2nd June. The two OSP as a com and then or sabe declare Ken Ofori Atta as wanted and fugitive. That day na and also try krata MI Ken Ofori Atta got to Interpol red notice also.
It is more than 3 hours past the scheduled time of Mr. Ofori Atta's attendance at the OSP, and Mr. Ofori Atta failed to attend the OSP today. Mr. Ofori Atta's conduct is totally unacceptable and a baleful spite at law enforcement and criminal investigations. It ends here. It ends today. We will no longer accommodate him. Consequently, the OSP redeclares that Mr. Ofori Atta is a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. His name is hereby re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure Mr. Ofori Atta's return to the jurisdiction and to answer to the criminal inquiries against him. In pursuance of this, about 30 minutes before this briefing, I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice for the location and provisional arrest of Mr. Kenneth Nanaya Ofori Atta in whichever jurisdiction pending extradition or his surrender. Around the same time, I dispatched a request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which Mr. Ofori Atta may be located or found, and his extradition to the Republic of Ghana. The OSP will prefer criminal charges in the courts against Mr. Ofori Atta in due course, whether in absentia or otherwise. The principle upon which we proceed is that no person, regardless of title, regardless of status, regardless of medical condition, is beyond the reach of inquiry by the OSP.
In case you don't know what Interpol red notice means, it means Interpol is an international criminal police organization. International criminal police organization. Omuna, omu headquarters ewo USA. Omu domu ya ne se, ewiase mu hanyina obi biala ye declare no wanted. Aye say, omu ehia no the country mu. Wadi bone kese bia, wadwane afiri no mu aye hia no no. Utimi send petition to Interpol. Na omu de na to omu red notice as wanted. It don't need to say we are no bia e hwedo be tibia bia. Owo bia police fe wo bia timiche no e de ne bro. Bia police wo bia on be hu da akwa ne bia omo timiche no e de ne bro. That is what Interpol means. It can overturn to Interpol red notice so exactly 2nd June 2025. But from there no as a yante hwi bia OSP or kofa Ken Ofori Atta ba o atwe krata kwase fa Ofori Atta mra chese na ye nte hwi biem ema amanfo sa te omo criticize OSP and we can say no ene atene je no so ko te ho ye dey Dr. Dominic Akutinga ayene you know aban lawyer penyin o te ho ye dey case no ade na Ken Ofori Atta ntimi fa na ma Ghana enum no ana atene je no ebe sign it o be tirem say da bi o Ken Ofori Atta case no onya na ka case e won nsem ba now the case OSP nsem. But obusa for docket of Ken Ofori Atta no OSP ain't man serving with any docket. It means there is no any case against Ken Ofori Atta from the office of the special prosecutor. There is no any case against Ken Ofori Atta. Press conference who do OSP ebe yina no wabe yo oboye kwa wabe yo oboye Emma after say Attorney General edit this expose eba no. The OSP faced a huge backlash on the internet. In fact, he faced a swift backlash. Media saying me amount for Dini Jumapa, especially from the camp of the NDC. Whom say OSP is trying to shield Ken Ofori Atta on beso or be facing trial. Just as a who now was say keka as one no born ho ban as one person that no tum say omo blasting the pa. It is that age ne expose no eba on the 20th of October 2025. 5 days later, 25th October, and OSP can say any or Becassa. In fact, one can say to your Ubane goes on to now. Emma 7, Colancoda will be a Nina Tem and can say a new law for or Becassa. And on a granting interview, no, or granting interview, no. And now Chirom say, oh, Munya butre, and Yambe Prehon. Oh, say extradition, Yakophobia through Mamma Frost, Abba, and Yambe Prehon, and Yabutre Duma. Eti mo me time OSP me mo me bre na me hey Ken Ofori Atta ma for that tun kran kamo na medin. I will charge him. I will charge him to the munya botre.
The outcome of the investigation is that the OSP will charge the following persons with various corruption and corruption-related offenses before the end of November 2025. 1. Kenneth Ofori Atta, former Minister of Finance. 2. Ernest Akori, chef de cabinet to Kenneth Ofori Atta as Minister of Finance. 3. Emmanuel Kofinti, former Commissioner General of Ghana Revenue Authority. 4. Amishadai Owusu-Amoah, former Commissioner General of Ghana Revenue Authority. 5. Isaac Counsel, former Commissioner of the Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority and General Manager of Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited. 6. Kwadwo Damwa, former Commissioner of the Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority and Member of Parliament for German South constituency. As part of the process, the OSP will seek to recover the financial loss caused to the Republic from the persons listed above. Also, the OSP will recover a total amount of 125 million cedis from SML by way of a disgorgement of unjust enrichment of overpayment by the return of the benefit of this amount it obtained unfairly at the expense of the Republic. This amount was arrived on 2 considerations. First, the participation of SML in the public revenue assurance regime was based on largely undeserved automatic payments detached from performance. Second, the figure was adjusted on a quantum meru basis. This is a legal doctrine that developed the English common law as a form of implied contract or quasi-contract to ensure that the person who conferred a benefit on another received compensation, even when no valid contract existed. The courts introduced the doctrine as an equitable remedy to prevent unjust enrichment, recognizing that fairness sometimes required payment even without an enforceable agreement. In the present context, the OSP configured the doctrine in respect of adjusting the fair value of the investments made by SML in pursuance of performing its obligations under the various contracts, even where the contracts were procured unlawfully and even where services were minimally performed or not performed at all.
Later, I was able to reply to critics as I more cancer and I don't know him. Ken Ofori Atta Ejane Yano any other no or reply with a video.
OSP must and we would always work together with Attorney General. Attorney General in turn should hold our hands. We are working for one republic, one Ghana. The main perpetrator from our standpoint, the main perpetrator had no intention of returning back to the country. Of course, he had left the country earlier in the year during the transition. Now we should place this in proper context because we've attracted some flag that why did we allow him to go? Mr. Misa, he left before 7 January. Between 1st, I know the exact date, but I'm not going to mention it. All I'm saying is between 1st and 6th January, he had left. Who was in power during those few days? And we don't control the airports. We don't control the exit. The OSP doesn't control the exit points. But we are taking flag day in and day out. Why did we allow him? Let me put it this way. His cousin was president. Let's face facts. Before John Dramani Mahama was sworn in on 7 January, Nana Akufo-Addo was the president. That was his cousin. He had kept him in the office for more than 7 years. I'm saying when he left, the president was Nana Addo Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
At the time he left, we were not getting the cooperation at the time from other security agencies.
You weren't getting any cooperation?
No, we're not.
You had asked for them?
Oh, we asked for all that, but we were not. It was as if there was a policy of block the OSP out. That was what we were facing, and that was the circumstances under which we were being expected to perform. I think I've complained about these things over national security. Nope. At the time, the situation is different now. National Signals Bureau? No, at the time. The situation is different now. National Intelligence Bureau? Zero. At the time, the situation is different now. I mean, the security setup was stacked up against the OSP, so we will not be able to perform our job. This was the situation in which we found ourselves. And I'm being asked how I let Ken Ofori Atta through this. We didn't watch him leave. We didn't watch him leave. We were powerless. That is the truth. We were powerless. We saw him leave, but we couldn't prevent him from leaving at the airport because we couldn't. Now we can rely on the Ghana Immigration Service to block someone. Now we can rely on national security.
Before then you couldn't.
To block someone. Then, at the time he left, you call up immigration, no one will even bother to respond to you. You write to immigration, no one will even bother to respond to you. And I'm saying this unabashedly. That was the situation we found ourselves in. Once again, before we put him on the Interpol red notice, we know he left the States on 1 or 2 occasions. But we believe he's in the States. And we know the area in which he lives. The person lives in the United States. Kisia Jabin, Office of the Special Prosecutor, even the Ghana Army. We can't just go into the US, spring him up and bring him. That is what Ghanaians need to understand.
Yeah, and
we
that is
are
what,
going through a certain very tedious extradition process to bring him back. That's why I said. That's why I was joking about it. That if he lived in Agbogba, I would have. He'll be with us as we are speaking. But since he is in a foreign country, I cannot put a date on it. And even then, the central authority in respect of extradition matters in the US could decide one thing. The President of the United States can step on it and block it and say no. You get it? So far as he is in the United States of America, we cannot put a date on it that we are bringing him today, we are bringing him tomorrow.
I say, I'll be as a crocodile the John Bisa. As a trabedan and nada, abedan nada, Emma media so, na attack, ban so, any other day. Now, on that same issue, no, Anna, can you find us a lawyers? Actually, a crowd at 10 Educoma Interpol. I said, debut. Your client now wanting to waterless no. Eye ningwa se na mugo no. Every say OSP no. Any the state attorney general, any the government. E pete omofo kwamboni bia so. E charge your client no with crime on committee ye. Onya boni bia but omo na person omfa kuntina se e charge do na omu e jeli no. Enti na omu eye all this. Enja sera mo your client no onya boni bia munyini free waterless no so. It is don't try crata we come Interpol no. Interpol etias into Enra 19th November 2025 and eba say Interpol Ken Ofori Atta every red notice meso just now he is no longer a wanted person because according to them no there is no any case because you are doing part of so June from June to November yenya any direct case any rate from court say Ken Ofori Atta no ya charge no na the charges no any there is nothing as such to defend it. There's a Interpol also there and some na Ken Ofori Atta lawyer ayɛka no sebe nyansa kakra wum enje ne yenyi Ken Ofori Atta every wanted list no so and enra no omu eyi free wanted list no so na omu yi free so a ana OSP be a press conference e no be chirim say ne the OSP has finally charged Ken Ofori Atta. We are charging with 78 cases of crime. We are charging with 78 cases in the Ken Ofori Atta si Ghana hanoma obeko court side the asem mako 78 Ken Ofori Atta be the asem court case is a good chi no mako 78 na eno and na Ken Ofori Atta lawyers aba reply OSP in fact omaba kan wadwen pa chen say masa e dey no end 78 cases na no wako we are heavy ala wako ya dey people wako 78 cases at no say OSP and Canada to Mukano.
We'll engage a member of Mr. Ofori Atta's legal team now, but we know that the OSP has also responded to this release. I'll bring that to you shortly, but let's now engage Frank Davis, who joins us via Zoom. Frank, many thanks for joining us. The OSP has just responded to the release that came out, and it says that they refute that Ken Ofori Atta's name has been removed from Interpol's red notice list because the matter is still under contention. How do you respond to this?
Why is the OSP now coming to explain a fair complete? I mean, what was he doing all this while? The chronology of events he has given, he was very much aware that this matter was being contested. So when it got to the stage where Ken Ofori Atta's name was pulled down, why didn't he mount the cameras, mount the cameras and go onto the microphones like he always does, to tell the country what has happened? Now that there is an embarrassment, he comes to explain what circumstances. Whatever it is, Ken Ofori Atta's name has been pulled down.
With the release that circulated earlier, it said that once the OSP's charges were announced, Interpol immediately pulled the red notice posting from their website because the OSP had confirmed Mr. Ofori Atta's lawyer's complaints to Interpol. Is that the case? Because the OSP is saying otherwise.
It is not true. It is not true. The pulling down of his name has nothing to do with the charges he has filed. Nothing, absolutely nothing to do with it. And we should stop speculating for and play fidelity to the truth.
But when you say the OSP should...
If that was the case, why didn't you say it before? If we are all truthful to the fact and we want to speak fidelity to the law, at the time that Ken Ofori Atta's name was pulled down, why didn't he come to tell Daniel? And look, Ken Ofori Atta's name, I issued a red notice alert for his arrest. His name has been pulled down because of A, B, and C. Now he waits for this to come into the public domain. Then he says what? If the Interpol is investigating the matter, it comes as a matter of reason that his name will be pulled down. Come on.
So Frank, as it stands now, can you confirm? So his name has been taken off the list simply because the matter is still under contention. Is that the case?
I said his name has been pulled down, not because he has been charged. The OSP did not meet the legal criterion for a red alert notice to be put on Ken Ofori Atta. So his name has been pulled down. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with whether he has filed charges or not.
One of the reasons you have cited as the contradiction of to the legality of this red notice was the fact that charges had not been filed in court at the time. Well, yesterday the OSP formally informed us that your client has now been charged. What next?
Well, what next is up to the OSP. It is up to the OSP. You all know, but you don't want to admit the fact that you know that Ken Ofori Atta is out of the country because of the medical procedure. He has attended onto his doctor, is recuperating, and any time that he is notified of his charges, we shall consider our option. But Ofori Atta is not a fugitive, as the whole world was made to believe. He's fleeing justice, he's a fugitive for justice. I am going to use the force of the state behind you, I'll use the head of this alert, I'll pull you down to Ghana, and what happens?
So essentially you're saying that...
I can't fall back and say, because he's saying...
Frank, are you confirming that your client is still ill and that we should not expect him?
I have said to you, I think I pick my language carefully. I said to you, he has attended onto medical services and he is recuperating. Why again did I say that he was ill?
Well, you just said that he's written that he's unwell and that he has to undergo surgery. You just said that a while ago.
Public notice that he was unwell. He has attended onto a medical procedure. He is recuperating. That is what I said.
So essentially he's still unwell.
He is recuperating.
Okay.
Ken Ofori Atta has not been formally notified of any charges that have been prepared against him. I read it on social media the same way as you did. which is the style of the special prosecutor, I would have thought that having filed the charges, he will notify the accused person before running it into town. And that is his style. So we live into his style. Ken Ofori Atta, Nanaya Kunuku has not been notified of any formal charges against him.
Interesting, but the OSP says that your clients will be tried in absentia regardless.
Well, please, I am not going to involve myself in the season of lawyers who are talking about trial in absentia. I am not interested in it. Charges have been prepared against Ken Ofori Atta. The OSP should know how to serve or formally notify Ken Ofori Atta of his charges because he is not in the country. When that is done, we shall consider the next option. I am not interested in this trial in absentia business because those who are flagging it don't understand what you're saying. And I will not aid them with any education. You were all in this country when Ken Ofori Atta requested for a video conferencing interview. Or you are not here. You interviewed me on that, which is legally permissible. The OSP said he was going to have none of that because he wanted a one-on-one engagement with Ofori Atta, whether he wanted to dance with him, whether he wanted to eat with him, or whether he wanted to wine with him, nobody knew. He said he willingly insisted on an in-person interview as if the electronic engagement was not permissible. But the law, the Electronic Transmission Act, makes provision for video conference. He said he wouldn't have none of that. The Legal Mutual Assistance Act calls for collaboration via electronic conference. He said he would not have none of that.
Finally, Frank, anti-graft campaigners Edem Senanu has mentioned that your client, being that he held the position of power, must do, and I quote, the honorable thing. I'm saying that if you would listen to me, kindly indulge me. I'm saying that anti-graft campaigners such as Edem Senanu, who spoke on our network, indicated that your client, who has held the position of power, should do, and I quote, the honorable thing by presenting himself to answer questions. And so that is where the comments that I spoke about earlier about the seeming lack of cooperation, which is not coming from us, but from the public. That is why I asked you about that.
You see, those Senanu and other guys, I don't take delight in responding to them because when I say something, I don't feel comfortable with what I'll hear myself say. And whatever he has said is his own opinion. I'm not going to engage him on what he said. That is his opinion. He should keep it in his head and keep running with it. But if he understands the rules of engagement and he understands the rights of an accused person, he will not talk the way he's talking. But we all are human beings. When you are not confronted with a matter, you can talk the way you like. I'm not wishing anything ill for him. But the rights of an accused person is always respected before the law. Okay?
Right.
So he can go ahead. Yes, he can go ahead and see whatever opinions he has. I will not engage him in a rebuttal.
It's now no Interpol red notice. Ken Ofori Atta FO wanted listeners. So we said there be charges near the adina. You Ken Ofori Atta there. It doesn't hold water. It hold the water. Masa. It when you do to in a free wanted listeners. So wait at the wajwe amame. Our comment section. I Penyah broke me. Accra.